We all have a story to tell. And Vic, you better have a great story for pretzel pizza.
I bet you have an amazing lawyer.
Oh.
Your ass is getting sued
God,
for that. Dropout doesn't want to be
email,
involved.
One email from Maurice and you are going
My
to
assistant
crumble.
will email
This man
back
is a
eventually.
bulldog. You have no idea. Remember Pharrell?
I tried to go to law school once. Did you know that?
What do you mean once?
Well, during COVID, I sort of dabbled with the idea of going to law school. Didn't graduate college, but I thought maybe law school.
Is that
would be
why
sort of the
Jeremy
avenue.
was tutoring you in econ?
No, I went to, do you know, did we talk about Liberty?
Liberty University? What?
Hi, I'm Josh, and this is Mythical Kitchen.
Vic, I feel I need to give you a little bit of context as to why you're here, other than the fact that you did respond to our email, which we're very chuffed about.
Great.
So when we first heard the term pretzel pizza, and before we saw you make it, that was about a 7-second window of time. But in that 7 seconds, we all got very excited because those are two great food words.
Pretzel pizza.
Yeah, oh my God.
So what do you mean you got excited beforehand and then you saw me make it?
When we saw you make it, we said, oh, that is almost the worst way to combine all of those ingredients into one edible dish.
That was not my opinion. No. I am not included in the we here.
That's my best friend.
I am an outsider.
It really is. And I'm totally fine alienating myself from this. And so I had a vision for something called pretzel pizza that I wanted to make. Trevor has one that he wants to make.
It's not all about you, Josh. Sometimes it's just perfect the way it is.
And I'm happy to take a back seat and listen in this episode, except I'm not, because I really want to make this pizza and I really want to show it to you.
Here's what I'll say. To my understanding, you guys are going to make an elevated version of this pizza, right?
Yes.
I'm going to let you know right now.
Okay.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. And I love that. I love a challenge.
I'm not saying that it's not going to taste better, that it's not going to be like a better product, and it's going to be like good and other people are going to like it. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't get better than this.
Do you want to explain to us what you would do with these?
I can explain it, but can I show you?
Oh my God, please explain with action.
Even better.
Okay. First, excuse me, disgusting.
Wow.
Here
God,
we go.
Pro chef right here.
I just want to say nobody else washed their hands.
Yeah.
We haven't cooked anything. What, are you supposed to wash their
Literally
hands?
nobody else has washed their hands.
For an
to
intro?
get
That's
started on
crazy.
this. Okay, here we go.
Do you know the first thing I ever hosted on camera here? I was in a tuxedo t-shirt.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. That's why I'm wearing it.
I know. What a great homage.
You said these were the cheap knives, right?
That feels dangerous.
Well, then it's like we can use
it's
it
okay.
again if we
Gotcha.
want.
Oh, that's so bad.
Here we go.
Okay.
So we're just gonna sort of bed the pretzels. That's sort of a good, you want a good coverage on that plate. Are we getting that? You don't have to use them all. And what brand are these?
Rolled gold.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
We're then just gonna take,
Is store brand okay?
in a pinch, you
pinch.
can. We got some ragu sauce. Again, we're getting 40% of our daily vegetables. And you're just gonna, you could use a spoon. I'm not. I'm gonna measure with my heart.
Now,
we're
I've
just gonna
seen you
sort
actually
of-
measure with the lid before.
You can in a pinch. Usually if it's in the,
How often are you in a pinch?
well, so here's the thing. You know how it gets a little bit thicker when it's in the, when you sort of have used a little bit and then you have to put it in the fridge?
Yeah.
So in that case, you can use the lid if you don't have a spoon.
Wait, hold on. I said yeah. No, I don't know that. It gets thicker when you've used a little bit.
Yeah, you know, like you use a little bit and then it's in there for a couple of months and so it's like a little bit harder to spread.
We're working in months.
I don't want to do this with you. Okay, here we go.
I have a question because generally with a pizza.
You can ask me anything.
Yeah, okay, thank you. With a pizza, like kind of you have the dough and there's no holes in it. So
Yeah.
the sauce and the cheese sort of stay, it's like a 3-layered thing, but with the pretzels, they have holes.
An
So.
amazing question. Okay, so then we're gonna just go ahead and spread some cheese on there. And again, the cheese I think is the best part. My cousin didn't like sauce, and so he said he used to just eat it with just the cheese, which is,
Okay.
I would argue is more of a pretzel nacho than a pizza, but there we go. Okay, so we got a nice thick layer of Tillamook 4-layer cheese right there, if you can catch that. Josh, are you paying attention?
I'm so sorry. You two were having a moment, so I figured I'd just polish our spatulas over here. I didn't want to
Perfect.
intrude.
Honestly, I think
the
that's a good
microwave?
call for you. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the microwave. How powerful is this microwave?
Like 1,100 watts? I don't know, what are we working with?
Yeah.
So
What
working-
what wattage are you normally working with?
I don't know, but I at one point had said that you put it in for 3 to 5 minutes and people acted like that was gonna burn the place down.
Yeah, that was a crazy number that I
So
did see.
I am assuming that I was just working with a microwave that wasn't working very well. So we're gonna put this in for 2 minutes and we'll see where that gets us.
But do you remember the first time you made this dish? Because this really does go back to your childhood.
Yeah, I think I would have made this, like, because I was the one in charge of babysitting a lot. So
Yeah.
I would babysit my siblings, I'd babysit my cousins a lot, and we used to really get funky with the microwave. You know, have you made ramen chips?
Maybe, but what are ramen chips to you?
Ramen,
Yes.
packet,
Uh-huh.
microwave.
Wait,
on
what
a
does the
plate.
microwave do to it?
It makes it crispier. They get brown.
Okay, so you're doing the dried ramen.
Dry
Like
ramen.
breaking it up.
Put the sauce on top.
Okay.
In the microwave.
The sauce, you mean the powder?
Powder.
Powder. Like a dry sauce.
Pre-sauce.
Dry sauce.
And
It's
so then-
crazy because Josh has never judged someone as hard as he's judged you right
That
now.
is
Oh my God,
exactly
that's
how I'm feeling about this,
crazy.
and
This
I
This is why
appreciate you.
You can't have a friend
Thank God
group of
you're
3
here.
people.
Yeah. I
Have
think
you
that's
ever
why
had a
they
friend
brought
group of
me
3
in.
people to just gang up on one.
This is
at
gonna be
all times.
impossible to cut together.
Okay.
Permission to open the microwave?
Yes. No, more.
Vic, that looks perfect. Like, can we at least show the
Are you
people?
seeing? Okay, so this that we're getting right here is what we want all over. We
Yeah.
want the pretzel and the cheese to be indistinguishable from each other.
Copy that.
16, 15, 14, 13,
12,
11, 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And you gotta do it because sometimes your neighbor's mom is sleeping.
be so hot. Oh my goodness.
Okay, this is perfect.
This is crazy.
Tell me that doesn't look incredible.
It looks so good.
Look
It
at the
looks like the
bubble.
best food in
Look
the
at
world.
the crust. Look at that. It's not moving. That's stunning. And now you gotta let it cool.
Would you ever
I love
put like
that.
anchovies on this?
I am allergic, so no, unless it's that kind of day.
What kind of day is it when you eat the things you're allergic to, Vic?
Unless it's the day.
The day?
No, I just get a little bit of a rash.
What? How do we eat?
Well, first you wait until it cools all the way so it's hard.
Yeah. Can I
Okay,
get you
yeah.
a Diet Coke or anything? Do you want it?
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh, do we have coffee?
Oh, yeah, you get you. You want a coffee?
Actually, I have coffee in here. Do you have a cup?
Wait, this is filled with coffee?
Yeah. I think that this is perfect because again,
Yeah.
like you're getting these on the side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Come
Whoa,
on.
wait,
That's
okay,
what
that
I'm
is actually
talking
impressive.
about.
That's awesome.
Have you ever tried to put these in an oven?
What do you mean?
Never mind. That was a stupid question. I'm so sorry. Do I eat?
It doesn't get better than this. We can end the episode now.
That's good. The edge is good. Well, okay, there's
Take a walk.
Take a walk.
Take a walk.
There's
Josh.
Take a walk, big guy.
Did you ever use any other chips? Like a tortilla chip?
No, what? Why would you use a tortilla chip? Then it's just nachos.
Or what about like Chex Mix?
Chex Mix.
How are you supposed to grab Chex Mix with
I don't
your
know.
hands,
Eat it with
bro?
a spoon.
Check where, Josh?
There's something about the
That's the
pretzels
most.
aren't working
No,
for me.
that's the most insane. Chex Mix is a
cereal.
cereal.
No,
where,
it's not. No, Chex is a party mix that was made from cereal.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Where would that be kept?
The cupboard.
Which cupboard?
The snack one.
It would be kept in this cupboard.
Oh, did you keep cereal in the big cup?
Yes.
Oh.
How are you accessing this?
Good point. You're a child. You're small.
Don't ask stupid questions anymore, Josh.
I'm so sorry.
They're really
This is
good.
now less about the pretzel pizza and more about my pathological need to try and use what I view as my skills and passions in life to improve others when I should just accept them.
Well, can I just tell you this? Look at this. Here's the best part. Rock hard on the outside. Look at that.
There's a flexidity to it.
It's like when you've got a toilet paper roll that's been soaked in water and it just,
Yeah. You've used the nacho method here.
what do you mean?
To take a crispy crunchy and throw some wet and cheese on it
And make it soggy.
and make it soggy, but then have
Soggy
the
in the
crispy.
middle.
Yeah.
Rock hard on the outside.
That's just like me.
What other foods do you
So good. Have you guys done a thing where you try and cook cookies on the pavement?
I can say I've tried that one.
Not yet, but Vic, if
What
you ever
are
want
you
to come
doing?
back.
Was that a new pretzel?
I'm so sorry. I was trying to get to the gooey insides.
the
but it was too
hell are
hot.
you
I'm so
doing?
sorry. I'll see myself out.
This is not how it goes.
It's crazy how little respect he has.
We made a perfect dish.
I can't work with it.
Hey, I'm Vic. This is Mythical Kitchen, and we are going to head and do. We're going to do a last meal. So, who wants to die today?
Welcome back to our cooking show. Take it away, Vic.
Okay, so this is a standard sort of a bread maker that we're
You
doing.
were so close to getting the name of this equipment right.
Is it a bread maker?
No, but the first syllable that you said this is a.
Bread maker.
No, you said there was an adjective.
This is a Stand bread maker.
Stand mixer.
Stand mixer. I said that twice.
And so we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna add the flour. We're making, of course,
Bread.
pretzel dough. And so pretzel is a type of
Bread.
Did you know that the 3 holes in the pretzel represent
Bread.
the Holy Trinity?
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Come
But
on.
Also, hey-o, I thought you were going for the high five. But then also they mimic a. It's good. But also
does this?
the folds in a pretzel are supposed to.
Who does that? LeBron James.
The
We're the LeBron James of making pretzel pizza today, so that's kind of exciting.
And then I'm gonna take this, of course. You want to taste that?
Do I?
No, it's
Is this
straight
gonna
up yeast.
poison me?
It's straight up yeast. Don't.
Can we
you'll get
eat yeast?
diarrhea. You could eat yeast if you wanted to. But we're gonna add yeast and a little bit of honey because yeast, of
Honey.
course, eats honey.
Honey?
Yeast eats sugar. Do you have any interest in actually learning how to cook?
I genuinely do. Can I do something? I'm having an intrusive
yeah,
thought,
yeah.
but
Just
I don't
know
know
if you
this
just
is bad.
What? Go ahead.
Can I clean this in this so we can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
into
No,
the
that'd
honey?
actually be really nice. Yeah, get all the honey in
A
there.
nice little bath.
very
They're
nice.
gonna eat it. Why does yeast eat honey?
Because yeast is a live organism, and so it digests sugar, and then effectively creates carbon dioxide once it metabolizes that sugar. So that's why you get rise in a dough, because it's effectively kind of like farting out CO2.
Josh, you just did
Right.
6-7. Was that on purpose?
What do you mean I did 6-7?
You did this.
This was a hand motion before 6-7. I didn't do 6-7. I did like a quizzical hand motion.
And then you also
I'm not doing 6.
you also said 3 holes, and then you said the word 4 at one point, and 3 plus 4 is
7. We're just gonna do this to combine the salt.
This is a stand mixer.
That's correct. And what are the 2 ingredients in there?
Salt and flour.
Great work, incredible work.
How long are we letting this blend?
I think we can add it in right now. You can actually smell it.
What would happen if we put it in the microwave?
It would kill the yeast, actually. So you want this to be at
Really?
about 100 degrees. That's the optimal temperature for yeast to sort of feed. So anything colder, it's not going to bloom, but anything hotter, and it's just going to die.
Is it bad to keep it in the fridge then?
No, it's good to keep in the fridge.
Good to keep it in the fridge, but then
Keeps
let
it alive
get
for
to
longer.
room temperature before
When you
want
want
to
use
stuff.
it. Yeah.
That's why my bread is always turning out so bad.
You're making bread?
I'm trying. I'm using a bread maker and it is not panning out.
You're the bread maker.
I think that's untrue.
You know what I mean? You have to be the bread maker. You can't rely on machines.
I think the bread would disagree. I spend so much money on a machine so that way I didn't have to be.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. All right, so we're just gonna let this mix for a second, then we're gonna knead it with our hands. Okay, so we would call this like a shaggy dough.
What are we doing with this?
Why do you need to move it?
It's in the shot.
It's fine. It can be in the shot. It was always in the
Then it's gonna be in the shot.
Do you know that in the early days of the Food Network, they didn't have like any
It's gonna be in the shot, and I'm
Sure,
just like
yeah.
nobody's gonna be able to see what we're doing.
Wait, I want to talk about what I wanted to talk about now. So in the early days of the Food Network, they had what they called a bucket boy, because it was just hollow under here. So there'd just be a guy with a bucket that you'd throw the food in.
What's in your brain other than facts?
A lot of Tool songs.
Tool-
How much are you listening to Tool these days?
I don't know what that is.
You kind of give divorced dad energy in like a really beautiful way.
That rocks.
I
Thank
know,
you for
right?
saying
And
that.
you should be listening to a lot more Tool.
Give me one song.
The pot.
What are we doing with this?
You know, and it's like doom doom doom. So we're gonna go ahead. What are you listening to these days? What's on the soundtrack of Vic?
I don't listen to music, so I'm doing. I do a lot of podcasts, and I have one
Okay.
podcast that I love, but I cannot recommend because they're kind of mean. I'll tell you off camera. I know
Is
the
it artist
tricks.
song? Is it-
No, I have a microphone on, and so all of a sudden you're gonna blow it up, and then my podcast that I subscribe to the Patreon to, all of a sudden I'm
You
gonna get kicked off the
subscribe to
Patreon.
mean podcasters? You're
Yes,
paying the mean ones?
They're a little mean, but I like them. They're my friends. Be nice.
Is it artists on artists on artists on artists?
Can you imagine if those are my actual friends. These are my podcast friends. They're a little mean, so I
Vic,
can't recommend it.
Have you ever talked to these people in real life?
No, and I never would. What are we doing?
So we're gonna need this to come together. So what you want to do is you want to take the heel of your hand. Vic, are you doing this with your bread at home at all, or you're just letting
The machine does, Josh, you're gonna love bread machines. It does all of this for you.
But
Mine was so expensive.
you're telling me it's bad.
What do you mean?
You said the bread's bad.
Yeah, it is.
But then why would you use an
Well, I'm
expensive
using
machine to
cold
make
yeast
bread?
and like all this stuff, and now I feel like I'm learning my lesson.
It could be the bread machine. To me, like I love
Can
food.
you bring me a little more coffee?
You want me? You're choosing to sort of enact a power trip.
A little more.
Just a little. Yeah,
more.
but can you knead the dough?
I'll knead
like
the dough.
Okay, just go ahead and really smash in there because you
Smash it.
actually need to hide. I know the coffee's getting cold. Okay, coffee. Drip. Real sugar, fake sugar.
Huh?
Real sugar,
Never
fake
mind.
sugar. Never mind on the fake sugar. Or
Never mind.
You just want
Never
black.
mind on the coffee. I think I'm good.
Never mind on the coffee. You want a Red Bull?
Come on back. No, I'm
Come
good.
on,
I think it's done.
American soda. You think it's done? I would recommend kneading for another 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
what it takes.
Josh, there is
That's
a
what it
machine
takes.
that will do
That's what it
all
takes,
of this.
We're gonna go ahead and come back in about 12 minutes, and the stove's gonna be nice and
I
easy.
could drive to my house, get the bread machine, put it
Do
here.
it! Put your money where your mouth is. Do it!
Constantly trying to get me to leave.
So Vic, while you continue kneading that dough, I feel like I should explain what's going on.
I can't wait.
This pizza. So this is sort of my homage to your Midwestern upbringing.
Great.
So I in my many world travels, I've been to a city called Milwaukee.
Sure.
Milwaukee.
Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. Ouais, tu parles français,
Wisconsin.
ouais, dans Wisconsin, ouais. And so this is kind of like my ode to pretzel, beer, cheese, and brats.
You been to the Dells?
I haven't, but Annalise, where's Annalise? Annalise just
Where'd
got
we
back.
go? Noah's Ark?
Wizard Quest?
Yeah. Wintertime, go back when it's snowing. Kalahari, 2 days.
What is Kalahari?
Josh.
Kalahari's the name of the water park?
Yeah.
I'm so
Kalahari's the
sorry,
name
I'm
of the
so
water
ignorant.
park.
Kalahari
No.
is a landlocked desert.
This isn't a bad thing. This is a really good thing. Here's what we're gonna do. And it's being greenlit. I just decided. We're all going to the Kalahari. We're gonna try every restaurant there. We're all going. Business class. Mythical's so excited to pay for this.
They really are.
We're going business class. We're flying into the Wisconsin Dells. We'll probably have to fly into St. Paul, and then we'll drive. We'll get a bus. We'll get a party bus.
Oh
we'll
my
get a party
God.
bus, Josh.
Finally. Please don't bump me while I'm dropping onions.
Is this one of the good knives?
Yeah, that's one of the good
Okay,
ones.
so
yeah,
I'll
it's
be
really
careful.
flying through. Do you want to drop an onion? No, you should drop pitch it.
So then, here's what we're gonna do. We go to the Kalahari. We're gonna all paint pottery, and then they're gonna ship it back home to us. They're gonna glaze it. There's little lions. We're not gonna meet them because I'm worried about what's happening to them when they're not taking pictures with us. From there, do you know what I mean? I'm like,
No, I thought this
why
was a water
lion
park.
in
Why is there a
Wisconsin? It
lion?
because it's the Kalahari, Josh. It's the Kalahari. So we're there. We'll do a little bit of surfing. We'll do some of the water slides. We'll do the wave pool, and then we're gonna try every dish that they have at the Kalahari. We're gonna buy the rights from Try Guys because I think they do eat the menu, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do
Okay.
do
So
that.
we'll figure it out with them.
They got way hot. They got
Whoa,
way hot.
that is what I'm talking about. That's how I like
got way hot in there. Okay, I feel good
Anyways,
about that.
I think it's
feel
gonna be
good
great.
about that.
I cannot wait to take you guys to the Kalahari. We'll
Now-
pop by Great Wolf Lodge, but it's not the same. I'm making the bechamel, you
You
said,
make the
right?
bechamel, yeah. So of course that's gonna start with the butter in there, or if you want another job, you can shake these onions.
Nope, I want to do the
Okay,
bechamel.
perfect. Yeah, so drop that butter in there. Yeah, however you need to get that in there, you get that in there, Vic. Where's the salt? So technically we're making, it's, when you add cheese to a bechamel, canonically in French, it becomes a
Bechamel.
bechamel, that's right. Mornay, a Mornay.
A Mornay.
You actually do pronounce bechamel like really, really beautifully.
Thank you. What does Mornay mean?
Mornay is a bechamel with cheese added to it.
Ah.
Yeah, so I'd say it's probably quite hot. I'm just gonna
Quite
go ahead and
hot.
turn that
I was
down for you.
thinking
In fact,
that.
I'm just gonna actually take this completely off. And I'm actually gonna add some oil just to arrest the browning of that butter.
What does that mean?
So the butter is fully browned. That was our fault. Well, you did pitch a full show while the pan was preheating. So I guess that probably let it get hot. But I
Sure.
think this is still good. I think we're gonna get a little bit of color on that.
So we're sort of blaming me for that.
A little bit. But no, you're doing great. And then I'd say you probably add this flour into that.
All of it?
All of it, and then you're gonna whisk that together with this.
Great.
You think no? I'd say even maybe more flour it would need because
More flour. Any kind of flour?
What kind of flour? are
Any
you
kind
thinking
of flour, Josh.
No, not any kind of flour. What wheat flour?
You said
made of
flour.
milled wheat.
Oh,
What-
perfect.
Yes. What kind of flour? Why are you speaking with such a threatening tone?
I'm not.
So Milwaukee, beer cheese. So
Sure.
pretzels, beer cheese, brats. I think that's a wonderful combination. So this is going to be a whole pretzel pizza round dough. I'm not doing whatever you're
No,
distracting me
it's
with.
the, what is that?
Damn it. What? Which one? Stop adding pretzels to things. So we're gonna do a beer cheese sauce. We're gonna do sliced bratwurst, caramelized onions, German mustard. I think it's gonna be really nice. So
And?
you're gonna add this, and this is going to sort of foam up a fair amount.
All of it?
You have to whisk. When you add that, you have to go. Yeah, add all that beer, but you gotta go. You gotta whisk.
What do you mean you gotta go?
You gotta go. You gotta whisk.
I'm
you gotta whisk
going.
fast. Okay,
How-
that's not beer. That's not beer. That's not beer. I'm so sorry.
You said
But I
the
know
whole
I did say. I
thing.
did say the whole thing. See, so you see how that's getting thick though?
Oh yeah,
Looks
look
really
at
nice
that bad
again.
boy.
I spilled a little bit of that milk. Right
Oh,
there.
that's
Okay, you gotta
so-
go. You gotta go.
I'm
You gotta
going.
go.
This is so weird. I thought
You
I was
gotta
making
go.
the bechamel.
Nice.
Do you mean that?
Huh?
Do you mean that?
What?
You said nice, and I said,
Oh,
did you
I didn't
mean
even.
that?
I didn't even know. I didn't even register that I said that. No, I do mean that. This is actually looking perfect. So you're looking for. Hold on. Let me get a spoon. you're looking for
How
a
much
texture.
longer do we have to knead the dough?
Huh?
How much longer?
Yeah,
are we
you
kneading
sort
the
of stopped
dough?
kneading that dough. I think you got another 12 minutes.
No,
You're
stop,
looking
stop,
for a
stop,
texture
stop,
called
stop.
napang. I wanted. So sorry. You want me to use this one?
Yes.
You're looking for a texture called napang, and how you can test that is you dip this in, and then if you can swipe your finger through it and it leaves a clean line.
Nappe?
Napang. But this
Oh!
isn't quite done yet, so I'd go ahead and add some more
milk.
to it. Yeah.
It's
And then
almost
you
like
just
these
keep
were
whistling that up.
pre-measured beforehand for how
They
much
definitely
we
were.
gonna
Yeah, they definitely. We'd like to try and limit the amount that people can screw things up
I
sometimes.
love this. Okay.
Or anytime you point to something, I assume you're trying to sneak something else in there. What are your pockets? Empty your pockets.
I don't know what you're talking
Vic,
about.
turn out your pockets.
I don't have pockets.
This is TSA now. There's pockets in your apron.
Don't have pockets in my tuxedo. Okay, this I love.
Yeah, cheese. This is what makes it a Mornay sauce.
Mornay.
Mornay, that's right. A little bit of Dijon mustard.
Oh, I'm feeling like we're in France.
I'm just gonna rip these sausages. Yesterday, they described these sausages as stanky.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I tried to ask them the same thing, and what did you guys smell when you called these stanky? Porky. Do you wanna?
Yeah.
This
Sure.
smell porky. So I'm gonna roast the sausages on top of the onions. We're gonna get some of that sausage grease in there. This is looking pretty good. Do you want to give it a taste?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop that heat. Nappe?
Perfect.
Is it good?
Get a little bit of pretzel in there.
Can I use a spoon, or are you gonna sort of freak out again?
Huh?
Huh?
I wouldn't classify that as freaking out.
Fair point.
We're in the kitchen. You wouldn't ask somebody that's making a table to use that spoon as one of their tools. Look at that.
Analyzed in a vacuum. You're correct. I would not.
Look at that.
We're gonna throw this in the oven, and then we're gonna cook off our dough round, and then we're gonna bake it.
Perfect.
Vic, you're quite good at cooking. Anytime you want to come hop on
Stop.
a cooking, I think you should.
Okay, here's what I want to do. The next time you have a celebrity where you're like, I can't believe we got them on the show, I want to cook your last meal.
This came up because I was talking about how much fun I had when Vic had me on an improv show, and then Vic invited me and
very
said
good.
that I was the voice of a generation,
politely
funniest
then-
improviser.
And then politely Josh said, well, then you're a good cook and you can cook anytime.
Sure,
and I said,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Okay, well, let me cook for a celebrity.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Josh immediately said no.
What?
So who's the
It's true.
liar here?
It's true. Can you go ahead and put all that baking
What
soda into this water?
could we possibly be doing with boiling water?
So glad you're asking. So we're boiling this dough because pretzels are, of course, boiled.
Like a
first.
bagel?
Yes, just like a bagel, except the difference is you're adding sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda,
All of
to make
this?
it a basic solution. All of it. It might fizz up a little bit, but just like add it slowly. Add it faster than that. Just dump it all in. There it
This
is.
seems so
Yeah.
wrong.
And so typically you'd use lye, but what you're trying to do is change the pH.
Isn't that going to taste crazy?
Well, that's why pretzels have a crazy taste. You know, they're
Pretzels-
kind of like eggy and weird.
No.
They're
Eggy?
sulfuric. Yeah, they are. They genuinely are. Shout out to Matt Viena. He explained this to me. I have to go through his DM explainer, but it creates
I can
like
taste
volatile
the
sulfuric compounds. Yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna boil this dough.
May I?
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable doing this?
Huh?
Okay.
What am I doing? Just
Just, yeah, like get it in there. Get it in there. Okay,
Don't
there we
touch
go.
the water.
It's
What are you
fine. I'm a
doing?
professional. Okay, perfect.
Why did you touch it?
Because tengo los manos de tortillero.
You're insane.
I have the hands of the tortilla maker. It's fine. I can do it.
No.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to hydrate the dough, but then we're also trying to get that sodium bicarbonate in there, so that's going to give it that beautiful brown sheen.
The beautiful brown sheet.
Beautiful brown sheen.
It broke.
It broke. It's fine. Yeah. Well, that,
Water's gonna
you
get in
were,
the
Yeah,
middle.
you were kind of mashing at it. I
No,
guess.
that-
I don't know.
A lot of things are seeming to be my fault for the world's best chef you've
Ow.
ever seen.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're
Oh,
so
what
right.
happened to the
You're
tortilla
so right.
maker?
I don't know.
stand?
I don't know what happened. 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 But now all I know is we need to get this out. We need to get this out.
Out?
We need to get this out.
Josh.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, where's my little
On three
trough?
and 1, 2. It's just going over here, and then we can, and we're fine, and we're fine, and we're fine, and we can just use the cheese to cover that up.
I just got screamed at.
Yeah, I was screaming a lot.
I got screamed at for there being holes in my pretzel,
Yeah.
which is where does the
Well-
cheese and the sauce go?
I don't know. I think you're being a little bit dramatic on the screaming of it, but yeah. Don't put it back. You're hurting him. You're hurting him, Vic. You're hurting him. Give it. Don't touch my son. I'm gonna make a better one, and then we're gonna bake. We're gonna bake this.
No,
and
we're
then
gonna bake that
Yeah,
one.
we're gonna bake this one.
That's
I
the
forgot
one I wanna
sausages
try.
were in there. That's right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bake that one.
What is this? Sauerkraut?
My idea was to leave the sauerkraut inside, but if you go ahead, yeah.
Oh, that's not what I thought that was.
What happened? What happened? Can we just diagram that whole thing out?
I'm realizing I thought it
With
was
some sausage?
coleslaw. Yeah.
There you go. So sauerkraut
That's so good. I'm a vegetarian,
means
and it
cabbage.
is always so crazy when I'm like, meat is so good.
What do you mean you're a vegetarian? Wait, yeah, no, you don't eat red meat, do you?
I don't, but I stop. Don't touch literally anything.
I'm so sorry. That was really.
Anytime anybody is cooking something for me or I'm having an experience, I eat whatever, unless it's gonna kill me, and then maybe we'll see kind of what the mood is.
So we have a dough right here that we baked into a pretzel, except this isn't the one that we messed up on. We had to have Ash help us do another one because we messed up. And Vic, do you want to make the pizza?
Yeah. First off,
Okay.
tell them what you did to my beautiful sauce.
Well, we blended it because there were a lot of pretzel chunks that Vic put in there. Surreptitiously, Vic sneaked them in there, and so we blended it and actually kind of thickened it up nicely because of the.
Sorry.
It was a very toddler-like cough. It was crazy.
Your water.
What?
Water.
No. Damn it! I'm so gullible.
I'm fine.
Did you just fake a cough?
Passed.
So now we've re-chunked the smooth. Can we put some sauce on there?
Absolutely.
Did you like the sauerkraut or you didn't like the sauerkraut? Have you had sauerkraut before?
No.
That's probably a perfect amount of sauce. Just go ahead and use the no more please. No more please. Drop it.
A little more.
A little more. I think that a little more. Come on. So perfect. There you go. Yeah, really let it kind of suck into the
Beautiful.
brim. And then I'm gonna top it with a bunch of mozzarella. So there's more cheese going on there.
That's crazy.
I don't know if you knew that from the amount of cheese sauce that you put on it.
I would argue it's not enough cheese. So, okay, so this is the ragu is what you're saying.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, the sauce. Ragu, the brand of
Well, then where's
sauce.
the ragu go?
There's no ragu. This is just a cheese sauce pizza because I think tomato and pretzel is a bad combination. I guess is what I'm saying. I think it's disgusting, and that's why I
Ketchup?
don't like
A little bit of ketchup?
I don't like ketchup on pretzels. I think mustard and cheese on pretzels is the way to go, which is why I'm making this.
This is psychotic. What are you talking
Why is this
about?
psychotic? Because now check this out. Now we're getting the flavors of like bratwurst, cheese, beer,
Where's the
onions,
acid?
pretzels. The acid's in the cheese and in the mustard.
There's no acid in cheese.
There's a fair amount of acid in cheese. There
I don't
sure
think
is.
so.
There's
Josh,
like,
I have a question.
go ahead, Trevor. Yeah.
I have when we kind of set this whole thing up.
Yeah.
The idea was that like you're trying to make a quote unquote better version of Vic's dish.
Uh-huh.
What made you want to fully stray from what Vic's dish was in the first place? It seems like you're a little bit afraid of the challenge.
Because here's what
Yeah.
I'll argue.
Yeah,
And
go
this
ahead.
is an awesome point from my best friend. There's not a single hard pretzel on here.
Uh-huh.
There's no tomato sauce.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
There is no 4 Mexican cheese.
That's true.
So what about this dish makes it a pretzel pizza?
Nothing. So what I really wanted to do is I got an idea in my head and I needed it to come out of my hands and into my mouth.
I'm sleeping. I want you to picture
me-
this. I'm at home. I'm sleeping.
yeah, sure.
Josh called me. He said there's an emergency.
Yeah.
There's a fire
Uh-huh.
on set. And I go call the fire
I meant
department.
a
He goes, I
metaphorical
can't.
fire.
I can't. You need to come put it out, which does make sense. I'm very strong.
Yes.
I run over to the set. I get in full hair and makeup. I come.
Yeah.
I come here. And this is sort of what we've done with the day.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having
no,
me.
I think it's gonna bake up really nice.
I can't wait to try this. We're
gonna be
baking
good.
this? We're not even putting it in the microwave? This is my best friend listening to everything he has to say.
This is my best friend Vic. Here's the thing. I want to just say something about Josh really quick. Is that he lives inside a prison of his own expectations.
Always saying that.
Because he hears pizza and he's like, oh, well, I have to make a round piece of dough and then put cheese on it and put toppings. And it's like, no, you don't. That's not what a
He's
pizza
up
has to
with
be.
that. He's always saying that. He's like, oh, it's pizza. It's gotta be a pizza. I'm like,
So
"Get
weird.
outside."
It's so weird. I'm just like, Josh, it's like a weird hill to die on.
I know.
So
I'm
weird.
Always saying that. We're always saying that.
We're always saying that.
What is this?
This is actually, so you can screw other attachments in there.
You don't have to know.
No, yeah, you can. So there's like a pasta like roller because this little wheel in here turns.
I went to culinary school.
Really? Where? Liberty University.
No. No, I legitimately went to culinary school. Did you know that?
No, are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious.
I can't tell.
Trevor went to culinary school.
Where?
Which one did you go to?
I went to the Institute of Culinary Education.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is that really the one that you went to?
Yeah.
I went to school there.
No way. Oh my God, what did you learn?
Well, I'm gonna show you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, first off, this is yeast.
Yes.
This is called a bread mixer. Yeast going straight in the water. Bada boom. And then here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this in because it eats yeast.
The honey eats the yeast. Perfect. That's exactly how they taught us to do it in culinary school. I can't believe, there was someone named Vic actually in my class.
Is that true? Wouldn't have been me, because how old are you?
They're saying
How
I'm
old are you?
26.
They're saying you're 26, and I'm 47, so I would have been there a few years before
47,
you.
a few years. Well, I don't know. I was
then
kind
here's
of
the thing,
a
'cause
prodigy.
Progeny?
Progeny.
You were born of the culinary school?
Yeah.
And then here's the thing, watch this, totally clean.
Incredible. That's well done. I'm gonna put the flour in the bowl.
Perfect.
You agree with this?
Yeah, can I
Cool.
keep this?
Yeah. I don't care. And then we wait for
It to bloom.
that to bloom. Yeah. Did you want to talk about anything?
Who was your favorite teacher?
Probably Chef Guillard.
Oh, Chef Guillard!
It's
He was
pretty
still there when
awesome.
you were there.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you said that they are calling you 26?
That's just what they're saying. Actually, I don't know. When this video comes out, I might be 27. My birthday's next week. Yeah.
Leo makes sense.
Yeah?
Dangly earring.
Is that the tell? That's the dead giveaway?
Yeah. Every chef is a Leo with a dangly earring.
Did you want me to tell actually about kind of what we're making?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not afraid of a challenge. And so
Yeah.
instead of being like, oh, pizza, pretzel pizza, let's make a pizza, I've been inspired by an Italian wet bread salad called panzanella. They basically take stale bread and they soak it in like tomato juice, and then they serve it with like fresh tomatoes and basil. And here's the thing, you're turning away from me. But it's like, it's gonna be good, because we're gonna make pretzels, and then we're gonna soak them, and then we're gonna put sauce on it.
It's been so fun, you guys. Thank you. Oh, look at this.
That's my best
I love it.
friend.
I love it. Have so much fun.
That's my I can't make it, that's my basil.
This is yours?
Can I keep, well, I need it for the wet bread salad. Thank you. Okay,
Bye, guys.
gonna hang on to that. I'll put that in the yeast bowl. Wow, actively blooming. That's some crazy, you can see it.
Your pizza looks awesome. Just gonna sort of come. These are my knives.
Thank you for. I knew you did bring your own knives too.
And this is for flour, and you sort of sift it right on top.
Close. And so you're just gonna hang out back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta let the yeast bloom.
So was it like a stress response you walking off, or that's just?
You know, I had so much faith in what Trevor was doing until the second he opened his mouth to tell me what it was. And then I immediately went, I've misjudged everything that has happened up to this point. The dangly earring distracted me, and I think it just
I do
was.
this every time, dude. I do this every time.
No.
I just wanted to be best friends. And I messed it up.
Yeah, you better get in there.
I sort of blocked in my use. So just get out.
Right. Okay. Hey.
It's okay. I'm just gonna put this in here.
No. Hey, no. Let me do it. I want to do it.
Really?
Yeah. Tell me more about this wet salad.
Like I already told you about it. And
Well,
you
tell me about
really
it again.
didn't
No.
like
Tell
it.
me about it again.
It's like they take like stale bread and stay with me here. They soak it in like tomato juice.
I love that. The Italians are crazy.
And then they chop up like some fresh tomatoes and basil.
Fresh?
And and then you were gonna have fresh tomatoes on there too. And we're gonna have tomato sauce. And so we're gonna make pretzels and then we're gonna cover them in sauce.
No, you know what? That sounds just like pretzel. That sounds just like pretzel pizza. I love that.
Do you promise?
Yes. Hey, no, I love that. Now that I think about it, I love it. I needed to think about it for a minute, and now I'm like, no, that rocks. That's awesome.
That didn't sound very convincing.
Do you remember when Jeff Giard, what's his name?
Jeff Giard, yes.
When I was in school, he'd always pull pranks, and he'd do just hilarious stuff.
He was a prankster.
Like throw knives.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Oh my God, he was throwing so many
And
knives.
I just think, so I think we're bonded because of that, and so I trust you.
Really?
Yes.
You promise?
I promise.
Am I still your best?
You're still my absolute best friend. Hey, you could literally make me eat dog shit, and you would still be my best friend.
I won't. I would never. I don't even know how I would get any.
So when Josh did it, he went so fast.
Yeah.
We're going slow.
Well, I am actually a baker, and
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I went to culinary school
Me too.
for, which you would know because we were in the
I
same.
did too.
You did too.
Yes, I'm just
Yes.
a little bit older than you, so it's.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. We're just gonna let this come together, and then we're gonna let it proof, and then we're gonna shape some pretzels, and hey, and
We're getting an actual pretzel out of this.
we're gonna make an actual pretzel.
Here we go.
So rude.
He literally is constantly like, oh, let me check out my pizza. Get out of here.
It's crazy. We do this one video format called Struggle Meals.
Yes,
and
I've seen.
Yeah, okay. And so then when Josh is cooking, I like to like quip and joke and laugh. And then when I'm cooking, all he does is sit over there and talk about nothing related to what I'm doing.
He likes wars, but not even interesting wars. He's talking about like crusades.
Yeah, the Crusades. How many Crusades
Sit
were there?
down. Go on, do your one fact.
Okay, so the first time that aircrafts were used in battle was in the Italian-Libyan conflict.
Okay.
Oh, the Italian-Libyan conflict, of course. Josh, get the...
I'm so close, guys.
Oh
I
my
need
God.
30 seconds. Can you finish this pizza?
You're literally gonna make me take the Lord's name in vain, dude.
Don't you dare.
I'm literally
dare.
gonna take the Lord's name in vain. I'm freaking out. Okay.
Have you heard about this thing? That taking the Lord's name in vain actually isn't like saying, oh my God. It's more like doing actions that are against the Lord.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yes. Do you want to roll it?
Yes. Done.
Cool. Okay, hold on. You want to give it? Yeah, give it a good smack. That's like really. Want to get it flat? Can I?
Yeah.
Can I try? Oh, it's stuck to my hand a little bit.
Come on.
That's really good. That's good form. Okay. It's actually good. Yeah.
Don't say actually.
Oh, I'm not sorry. That was.
No, it's okay. You're my best friend.
All right, roll it. Speed roll.
Is there anything we should be? Because historically, I feel like I have put flour.
Yeah, there might be flour.
Right,
Would
we
be
don't need
good.
it.
We don't need it.
We don't need it.
Just gonna. The hands going.
Are
a
we
little
also
bit.
boiling this?
We will be
Boiling it.
We will be, but we're gonna.
That's how you make a pretzel.
But we're gonna make actual pretzels. So we're not gonna do no darn circle pretzel pizza
Perfect.
crust.
We're making tiny, hard little pretzels.
Yeah, we're gonna. So why don't you take this and then
Great.
roll it into a stick?
Oh, now we're freaking talking.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yes.
In culinary school, they call this snaking.
They call it elongating.
They call
actually.
it snaking.
Now what you can
say
do is you can
tempt the
kind of
snake.
whip it around.
Is that true?
Yeah, check it out.
Is this just you, or is this a thing that people do?
I mean, this is basically what they do with pizza. It's like if you think about it, this
true.
is what they're doing with pizza when they're tossing it.
Does this look cool?
The boom mic. Now you make the pretzel, and
Great.
it's like they do it when you watch them at the Wetzel's Pretzels in the mall. They're so nice with it. It's crazy. They literally are just like. I
was
didn't
pretty good.
do it though.
Can we post it?
Yeah, we can post it. How do you make a pretzel?
Done.
There's beautiful. It has personality. you know?
Oh, I do love that.
Okay, I'm gonna put it there.
It took
And
me
then-
like 6 years to learn how to tie my shoes. Is that right?
I wouldn't know if that's right or not.
Vic, from what age did you start, and at what age did you finish?
Your time is over.
Thank you. Someone find. I can't say it because then like he's my pseudo boss kind of.
Don't you hate that? Bosses, man. Am I right?
It's so-
We should buy this place.
Okay, let's do it.
Brett and Link, Trevor and Vic. We should change the name for sure.
Of Rhett and Link or of the show?
The show.
Okay.
Well, and the network. Realistic. It's
Realistic.
not mythical anymore. We're realistic.
Oh, that's good. Just take it a new direction.
No, it's
you
fine.
know.
You don't like it. That's okay.
No, I think we're
This is
blazing
gorgeous.
trails. That is beautiful. Okay, I think I actually finally made one.
Yours are tight and mine are gaping.
Well, all pretzels are beautiful, equally beautiful, and we're gonna do this probably a dozen more times.
dozen more
and maybe
times?
try again.
What do you mean?
On some of these, maybe we try again, and.
On which one specifically?
Well, I don't like the first one. I
Yeah,
made.
perfect. Let's redo that one.
Hey, we'll see you when we have a dozen really beautiful, good pretzels. Whoa, what's up? We're back, and we made beautiful pretzels.
People are always like, it's not gonna cut, it's not gonna cut. Well, tell me this isn't gonna cut.
How stunning. And those are the pretzels that we
made.
And here's the thing, I think to make some good food, you need a little bit of heart and a little bit of precision.
Yes,
you know?
this is the most beautiful knife I've ever seen.
It's Game of Thrones.
branded?
Yeah.
Was this 3D printed?
Do you want to chop tomatoes?
Yes.
Into some just nice pretty chunks?
Oh, pretty.
It's just gonna give some freshness to our wet bread salad.
Ah.
I'm gonna blend up our sauce, and so I've got tomatoes in here. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna add some garlic. That's stunning. You're
Is
doing
it?
great work.
Do you mean that?
Yeah. No, that's great.
That's huge for me.
Yeah. A little bit of salt. I cracked
Good.
some pepper in there.
That feels good. Do you hear that? Watch this.
Oh.
More?
I reckon that is great.
I'll do 2 more.
2 more. Okay, that's lemon zest.
Nice.
No lid for this blender. Do you think I'd just go hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, I just felt it directly in the center of my palm.
Is it hot?
No, it's cold. Oh! It worked though. It stopped it all from coming out.
It did.
Do you want to chop up the pretzels as well?
Oh, yeah. These?
This is jarringly cold. How cold were these
Trevor,
tomatoes?
why did we spend so much time making the shapes if we're chopping up the pretzels?
Well, so that we could be proud of our pretzels. Because they're
Love
pretty.
That,
you
that
know?
I love. I'll do a couple more tomatoes.
I think that there's beauty in the journey, you know?
And these ones I'll do big.
Okay.
Fudge.
Once you chop that.
Leave me in charge. I got this.
Cool.
Great. Okay, here we go. We got our tomatoes all chopped, as you can see here. Varying sizes, that way, you know, you can sort of, if you want a smaller one, but then you've also got some bigger one if you really want to bite into it. Fun fact, the Romans used to eat tomatoes like apples. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I just made it up.
Fun fact, the tomatoes were so cold in here that when I put my hand under the cold sink
Steam?
water, it felt warm. I was like, did I turn the hot sink on? No, it was the cold sink. And
I
it
love
genuinely
science.
felt
Tomatoes
warm.
wouldn't have gotten to Rome until 1,000 years after the Roman Empire crumbled. But the Italian word for tomato does.
Whoa, should we take a little bite of this?
Yes.
Yeah?
God.
Why don't we take a little bite of that? You know, if we could go a little, even since it's a rustic.
This is incredible.
What if we just tear it up into little chunks? Maybe
have
we
a-
don't even cut it.
I have a perfect plan.
Okay. These pretzels is really good.
I can't find the ragu, so this will do.
Hey, whoever made these pretzels, really good. It was us.
Do we have the cheese from earlier? Oh, and there's the ragu.
Yeah, please.
Ah!
Sorry, I hope it's okay. I've torn up the pretzels.
Jeez.
Cool. Because basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these on a plate and then we're gonna make our dish.
I love that plan.
Yeah. And then you've got something going on over there, which I'm really excited to see.
Same as you.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to see that come to fruition, come to life. Because here's the thing about me is that I support my friends in the endeavors that they want to take on, unlike Josh, who just seemed like he was just kind of getting mad at you for following your heart.
He's always getting mad at me for following my
It's
heart.
crazy. It's like kind of uncomfortable.
Thank you. You know what? Honestly, this is why I like hanging out with bakers. Fellow bakers.
Yeah, and not weightlifters,
Yeah.
journalists, I don't know.
And we're gonna get a little crazy.
Oh, you're making a whole
Just 'cause we
new
got it.
thing over there. Well, we're gonna make that thing, and we're gonna
Wait.
make this thing,
No, hold on.
and then we're gonna see in a couple minutes.
Hold on.
Can I help you in any
No,
way?
I got it. Better. Okay. That was it. There we go. Okay.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Mythical Kitchen. We're here to assemble our beautiful panzanella. So we've got some of the sauce here that we've made, soaking up these
I
pretzels.
do genuinely owe you an apology. This looks incredible.
You saw that, and that changed your mind.
It genuinely did.
Okay. Do you want to lay that out on this plate as kind of like a bed?
This is gonna sound like it's not a compliment, but I mean it as a compliment.
Okay.
I am constantly thinking about dog food.
Okay.
Do you know when dogs' teeth go and so then they have to put dog food in like bone broth and stuff like that? I think about that constantly, and this is kind of what that looks like to me.
Do you want to add a little bit more sauce on top
Yes.
here? Oh yeah, that's stunning. Oh, get it wet.
You love it like that pretzel.
Okay, should we go on with the tomatoes?
Yeah.
Let's just do like a little, stunning, beautiful. Oh yeah, you go ahead and set that on the ground. It's a big chunk. What happened? Is everything
Well, I
okay?
just didn't want it in the shot.
Oh, good. This is a big chunk. Should we throw that on there?
Leave it.
We'll do that one.
You never know how people like it. Yeah,
Should we get?
agreed.
Do you want to get like the ricotta bag and do some ricotta dollops?
Yes. Oh, and this is my favorite part because you can do fun shapes.
Yeah. Do some shapes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some basil going in here. It's a really artistic, kind of rustic take on this.
Okay.
What if I stick it inside? What if I kind of layer it inside of the tomato? That's good. That's really good.
This is not what I'm trying to do.
You have to follow your heart.
I'm trying to make a circle.
Squeeze a little harder. Are you able to? Okay, stunning. I'm just gonna try. Okay. You could do some over here.
I'll try a different shape.
Yeah. What are we thinking?
Octagon.
Octagon. It's bold. It's beautiful.
Not circle, circle.
Okay, stunning. Do you want to do a little drizzle?
I'm finishing the circle.
Okay, yeah, please. Can I do a sprinkle of some salt?
Of course. This is your dish. I'm just here.
Kind of give that a little.
That's gorgeous.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little fresh crack of pepper.
And I'm gonna do
across.
one more circle. Gorgeous.
That's beautiful. Okay, little pepper. Would you like to
Oh,
drizzle?
is
or
this
would
kind
you
of
like...
fun? We do some sneaky ricotta.
Oh,
on the
sneaky
inside?
ricotta. Yeah, and I'll just. And I've probably got to put some.
Oh,
these.
I have
leaves in
such a
there.
good idea.
Maybe I just do one kind of right in this ricotta here. Oh, that squirted on me.
I'm so sorry.
That's a. Oh, it's like a cream puff.
Yes, yes,
It's like
exactly.
a cream puff, like a pat of choux.
It's a pat of choux. It's a pat of choux. Okay.
Okay, and there's really one thing left.
No, Vic, don't. Just eat that. It's gonna be so nice if you eat it like that.
It's a pat of choux.
Vic, we have one more thing we have to do, and I think you're gonna want to do
I
it.
can't wait.
All we have to do, we're gonna crush up some of these pretzels on top. Do you want me to do it, or do you?
I want to do it.
Okay.
Don't microwave that. Eat it like that. You should eat it. It's
Do you think?
I think that's going to be the best bite of anything today. Is if you eat that.
We'll try it. We'll try it.
And then just like you were doing with all the other stuff.
Just crush it up?
Just crush it up and sprinkle it on top.
Do you think? It looks so beautiful the way it is.
You don't want to crush up pretzels and put it
I'm
on
just
something?
like, it looks so beautiful the way it is.
Okay. If you stand by it. Oh, yeah, no, I'm liking this. Oh. That's beautiful. That's
The
gonna
pat
add
of choux?
that's gonna add a nice bit of freshness on there. Fresh.
love that.
That's stunning.
Vic, before you, we have the entire panoply of pretzel pizzas. We have your original, we have mine that Trevor sort of read me to filth about, and then
Sure.
we have Trevor's wet bread salad that you learned to make. Do you feel like your life has been improved by your experiences on set today?
In what way?
You don't have to say anything. That's
Okay.
a no. But anyways, yeah, if you'd like to sample all of these and tell us if you think that either of these pretzel pizzas,
Am I the judge?
yeah, jury and executioner, I
You're
think.
the expert.
Okay, this is wonderful. I thought somebody was coming in to judge our pizzas. I'm the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this.
All
The
of this has
power
been-
is going to my head immediately.
You know what they say? That's
What
a
do we
pat of choux.
think?
I guess eat anything you want and just tell us
Well,
what you think about it.
I feel like we got to start at the original.
Sure.
Would you like us to go along
Yeah.
this journey with you?
All right.
It's just so good.
It tastes like it does an hour and a half ago.
It was just so. But each batch comes out a little bit different.
And that is the beauty of it.
Lao Tzu.
It's a flower.
Lao Tzu said beauty lies in imperfection.
Yes, the lilac looks the same. You look at the lilac and you go, that's lilac, but then you pick it up, put it next to your face, and you go, each is a snowflake. A snowflake is lilac. A lilac is pretzel pizza.
And a pretzel pizza is a snowflake.
But I think we have a clear winner.
I'm gonna eat what I wanted to eat. I've been wanting to make this dish for like a year.
Okay.
And so
Is this how we do it?
Yeah. I'm preparing this one for you. So let me just dollop some mustard on there. Do you like mustard?
No.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna go ahead and want a fair amount of that. This is nice Bavarian mustard though. Okay,
What does that
perfect.
mean? What's the
Eat that.
Bavarian mustard?
Bavarians prefer their mustard a little bit sweeter
Okay, maybe
than
I will like
say
it.
your average Prussian.
Okay.
Oh, Prussians involved in a lot of good wars.
Right.
Is this nice?
Wow.
It's really good. It's delish.
Really good. A pretzel.
What's the pizza?
A pretzel pizza.
It's the bread.
Got the chewiness of a pretzel?
Yeah.
Remember when we made that beer cheese together? We made the bechamel.
Oh yeah, that was so fun.
Fun. Remember we had good times, huh?
Okay, before I make,
You and me?
I have a good idea.
Yeah.
Here's how I'm gonna make my decision. Each of you on top of your dish can bribe me with something.
On my wallet.
You're going straight for money?
Well, I want to see what was in my wallet.
I could write you a haiku.
No. Is this a Ricola?
No,
I could.
it's two Ricolas.
Okay, so this is getting worse with the more Ricolas
I
I think
told
we're
you-
doing. You know what?
okay,
Never mind.
that's
I don't want
more-
bribes.
sorry.
I don't want
I don't
bribes. We're going off with the taste. Okay, here we go.
Look at him. He doesn't even care.
Trying to find Vic's little spoon.
That's great.
Yeah?
That's really nice. Because you're getting sort of the crunch from the outside with the tomato, but then you're also getting the soggy in the middle from the soggy in the middle. That's awesome.
You're slurping really close to both myself and our guest.
Unbelievable. I've never tasted anything like this before.
How?
Dang. Okay. No, what are you doing? Stop.
I want to eat the tomato. I don't
Yeah,
wanna
you
eat
eat
the
it
whole
like
thing.
this.
You
It's
eat
pan
like
au
that?
choux.
It's what?
Pan au choux.
Panache.
That's really good. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's really good.
This is not the way that I thought it was going to go. But I think I have a winner.
What one?
This one, obviously. It's perfect. It's a perfect dish exactly the way it is. And this was sort of a fool's errand, but I'm really happy that I ran the errand. And it's sort of about the friends that we made along the way, huh?
I think it really is, and you made a friend.
And that
named
friend is Trevor.
Yeah.
So it's really awesome. Trevor and I are winning sort of in a metaphorical sense, pretzel pizza in a physical and literal sense. And Josh, thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, Josh.
So Kaiser Wilhelm, right? So he's effectively.
I'm
on
Josh.
board.
This is Mythical Kitchen. Thank you so much for being here. We are being sold to Vic and Trevor, so please, we're gonna have a lot of programming. It's gonna be really different. You're probably gonna hate it, but we're really gonna sort of ram some things.
We're on Netflix now. We're going to be coming to Tubi, Mubo, Freebo.
Do you like Little House on the
Jumbo,
Prairie?
Gorbon.
We're gonna be doing it kind of like that. Mubi.
Mubi.
It never would have been a two-front war if they didn't need Slavic wheat fields.
I'm always saying
We'll
that.
see you next time on Gorblob.
Guys, everyone, against Vic's best efforts, please watch them on Very Important People as well as Game Changer on Dropout.
Game changers.
Game Changers. Did I say Game Changer?
Yeah, there's an S.
Crazy. That was
so
crazy.
embarrassing.
Games Changer. Check out, hey, Ponies was a really great show, and I thought you did wonderful work.
Thanks. Can I plug something else?
Yeah, what else do you want to plug?
There's just a lot of terrible bills happening against trans people in the United States. Please go look at some local organizations to you. Two I really like are Zebra Youth and Lost and Found. Zebra Youth is out of Orlando. Lost and Found is out of Atlanta. Parachute!
Hell yeah!
Shop our We All Gotta Eat tees and sticker now at mythical.com.